morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Um, let's get the bad bummer news out first thing, so it's done and over with. When we were on our way home, we had the mother of Toby, the one that I've done a couple of the shorts on. She's old, 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 and we actually thought she was going to pass at the other house, and she made it to here, and she made it until we got home. And then, like about maybe 10 o'clock last night, they took her to the vet and stuff, and there wasn't much he could do. She's just old. And she passed. So that's why I'm a little bit late. We were doing some stuff this morning. They're actually going to put her to rest here on the property while I'm doing this live stream. So anyway, so we'll get that out of the way. She was a good dog. She had a good life. She lived a long time, but she was one of my wife's first ones. All right. So anyway, good morning to everybody. Dib Media, Gator. Hey, Mr. Mitch, how you doing, man? Who else did I miss here? ABC, how you doing? Gary, Tommy J, Chris, good to see you. Trips here. Who else did I miss here? Tom's here. Thailand Digital Nomad. Did I get everybody? Black Sheep, how you doing? T and W. Okay, I think I've caught Mark. How you doing? I think I got everybody. Al, I don't know if you're still here. I know that Nikki was in earlier to give a thumbs up, which is always cool. Thanks, Nikki, because it's like I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning her time. So she does a lot. So anyway, that's about it on that. Otherwise, we had an awesome 3 days. Even the place that we went for, I forgot the name of it. I even put out the video. I could look down here, and it was really weird because what was I on? I went on Chuck's live stream, and Martin, I guess, is the guy with the real thick accent on NTIDV, whatever it is. Sorry, I'm subscribed to it. You think that or a member? You think I'd know? Anyway, he popped on there and said hello, and I recognized the name, and I hadn't done the video yet, and turns out he was there in the same place that I was for the one day for the seminar. So I don't know how long he was staying there, but anyway, I thought that was it. I never met him. I did meet Nick once for about 5 minutes with Mitch at some English pub place. I can't remember the name of it. I'm horrible. Ha guys, how you doing? I don't know if I've seen you recognize me together. Sorry, I don't know who you're talking to. Sorry, I'm rambling. I do that if you're new to the channel. So anyway, so that was interesting, but the time was just awesome. I wish I wish I was better at the video thing because I could have done a lot better job. I need to get my head into it a little bit. I do enjoy doing it, but I'm just not, like I said, Chuck's got that flipping camera like glued to the palm of his hand. So, but I've gotten better. If you notice, the one part in there was pretty funny when we went over there for Sunday Fun Day. He had come out of the sliding glass door with his camera, and of course I was filming, so it was pretty funny. It was a great time. We all got to get, I got along anyway. They met my wife, excuse me, they met my wife, but at the wedding, but she was so preoccupied. That's why I wanted to go up and wanted them to meet her, and everybody kind of liked her, even though she was sick. So it was a good trip. So they want us to come back, and I guess we're gonna plan I guess there's a river boat up above him in not Tat Panom, but the Nakhon Panom. I'm probably not saying that right. Anyway, I guess there's a dinner, or you can get on this boat and go out and eat dinner. So we'll probably set that up soon. I wish I was going to Koh Chang. I know Mitch is going. It's going to be a good time. I hear they're going to have a lot of people. Excuse me. But it still should be fun. I don't know if I know all of them, but I know most of them. There it is, Nick and Marty. Yeah, I mean it was pretty interesting. It was weird. And he even answered me. I said, I think you're in the same place that I am. Are you like 40 minutes above Udon? And he came back and said, yeah, and he said the name of the place. And I said, oh, crap, that's the one I've done 2 live streams and now 3 because I still can't remember the name of the place. Somebody will probably put it in there. But yeah, that is going to be an epic deal. Yeah, that's his video, right? I think I watched it this morning. I don't know. Maybe I did. I've watched 2 of them. I think the one I'm on right now, because I think I missed a little bit, is the one in Ubon that he went and took everybody to. River Dune. I'm sure he does. I don't know. Probably after they get back from Ko Chang and relax for a little bit, we'll go up there because it's close enough. It's like 4.5 hours if I just drive, or 4 hours if I just drive straight through. So it's not horribly far. And then he wants to spend the night there, and then go out on the cruise, or go out on the cruise and then spend the night there, or something like that. So we can get it done probably in a weekend. We'd probably make it a long weekend. Have her either take a Friday or a Monday off. Actually, she's taking today off, and I still haven't seen the builder. The cousin that built the wall that's doing the outside Thai kitchen. He didn't come the whole time we were gone. So hopefully he's going to be here today because there's a bunch of stuff that I want to go over with him. And then we kind of had. In fact, I gotta try to get a hold of, or I'll send a message to Chuck. When we were there for the Sunday Fun Day, my wife decided what she wants to do is, instead of making along the one side that I was going to put in the backyard, I guess I'm rambling on again, the 3 by 7 meter concrete slab there, instead of making that an outdoor tiki area within it, she wants to make it kind of like that. She wants the big room that Chuck has there. So I wanted him, if he could send me how big it is, and then put a top deck on the top of it, half of the room or something, to have an upstairs deal. Maybe put a little cover over that and have an outdoor barbecue and everything up above. He'll be looking down to the koi pond, so it'll be kind of cool. And basically, we got 2 sides of the thing with the wall pretty much 80-90% done, and so we just have to build 2 and then put in some sliders and windows and then a staircase going up and figure out how we're going to build it all. But so we're going to work on that a little bit today too. She did have some. It was really weird. She showed it to me last night. It's an actual structure that's all done in steel and everything that they'll just drop here. You just tell them what size you want, what you're going to do with it, and they'll beef up the thing for the roof and the whole thing and make it. It's pretty neat. And they just crane it in and drop it down on the slab. So might be something to think about. I think he said that was like 30 or 40,000 baht, but I think we'll probably end up building the wall and then doing whatever we're going to do. But anyway, to give you a little insight on some new stuff and I kind of got excited about it. It's a good idea because also, we can also make it to where that if we get people and we need, family comes or whatever, they can just crash out there. We're going to put air conditioning in a bathroom and that kind of stuff. So we'll see how that goes. I know I missed some questions here. I know Chris. All right, you're just saying hi to everybody. Hi to Chris. Hello. Nong Kai. Yeah, you got it, TNW. And really a nice place. I was really surprised. I thought it was going to be just like a little. I should have known that it was going to be a pretty decent sized place because TOT's not going to have and I mean there was 5,000 plus people there. They came from all over. There was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the big giant double-decker custom buses, and then all the vans and stuff like that. And they came from, as far as Phuket and all over Thailand. Had to be 5,000, and the seminar only went from 8:30 till 12 noon. She was done 12:30. So it was amazing that they all came that far for that. But anyway, I should have known that it was going to be a decent town, and I asked her when we got there, I said, why didn't we stay in this hotel? Because I had a driver from there, and it turned out the hotel that I picked was only 3 minutes drive from where we were staying. So she said they were already sold out. So I guess we hadn't got in there in time. Sorry about that. Thirsty. Just posting stuff. Hello. Hey, Trip. Saying hello to Handsome Mark. Everybody's just saying hi. Cool. That gives me a break. Wait a second. Deb Media has a question. Dave, do you have Facebook or not? Yeah, somebody else asked me that too. I have a question. This breach of thinking about marrying Thailand. I won't be back in Thailand until mid summer. Yeah. Yeah. Any questions that you have about that at all? In fact, I think I did a video on what I ended up having to go through, but it was pretty easy. I did 90% of it myself. I went to Bangkok and had the stuff copied and brought it to here, to there, to this and that. It took me like 2 days I spent in Bangkok, and then came back, and then we went to the local, whatever it was, and got married. That was like over a year ago now. But yeah, anything you want. But I'm trying to set up I have it at like 90% set up a Facebook page. I don't know how good it's going to be, but it's going to be a Facebook page, I guess. A couple of people have asked me that same question, do I have a Facebook page? So I guess I'll put one up. I'm joking. Am I caught up yet? No, I'm not. Hey, there's Andy. Andy's in Thailand. How you doing, Andy? Saying hi to everybody. Gotta love Thailand. We can rename this channel daily. Yeah, no kidding, right? I've got a bunch of them, like I told you guys. My wife's family and friends and all that, they're all looking for good foreigners. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Let's see, Mr. Mitch. Get in. Saying hi to Andy. Looking forward to meeting. Are you going to meet him this week? Is that what it says there? Meeting you later this week. Cool. That's awesome. And I might try. I don't know what's going on, man. I got to figure out what's going on with this kitchen. I've got to get it done because we got some rain on and off while we were gone, and right before we left. It was a pretty good downpour, but only like 10 minutes, So a little bit lucky there, but got to get it done. If I missed something, guys, put it back up again, please. Going Grays, how are you? Dave Santa, don't put me on the naughty list because I'm late. Never, Grays, never, man. Never happen. Let's see, to Gator, I just don't want to clutter up the chat. Yeah, no worries, man. Ask any question you want. It won't clutter up. I'm sure everybody would be interested. There's some people that are planning on getting married also, that have Thai partners here. So, I don't know. It was a no-brainer for me because everything that my wife did for me, I wanted to make sure that I paid back tenfold. And one of the ways I could do it is take a reduced rate on the one of my retirements that I actually started on January 1st, when I turned 65 in December. And I can take a reduced rate on that. I think I'd said this before, and she'll get 2 or 3 times what she's making now at TOT for the rest of her life. So since some people don't know, but your Thai wife can't get your Social Security unless she's lived with you in the United States for 10 years, then she can. So I got lucky because this one I can. It's a union deal, and I have the ability to take a reduced rate, and then she takes another reduced rate, but she'll get enough to keep her and my Thai family here in Thailand, in good shape till she passes. So it's awesome. So anyway, so if there's any questions, that's not why I got married. I got married because I love her, but it's because I wanted her to be able to get this. She doesn't then, and I could sleep better too. I don't have to worry about anything. I know when I go, the kids, my in-laws, aunts, uncles, everybody's taken care of. So anyway, but yeah, if there's any questions, feel free to to ask if I can answer them. It wasn't that involved, like I said, when I went to. I had to have some stuff translated from English to Thai, or from Thai to English. I think from English to Thai. Like I said, it took me I spent 2 days there and I got it all done. And I I don't speak Thai, and my wife didn't go with me. So and if I can do it, anybody can do it. Let's see. My situation is different because we were talking about going the K1 route, but eventually coming back, having a Thailand wedding and settling in Thailand. Oh, okay. So and I'm guessing the K1 is the visa for girlfriend or whatever. Is that what that is? Because I still don't know what I'm going to do. I'm imagining. Let me know, Dip Media, if that's the case. I'm imagining that's what it is. Hey, Ron John, how you doing? Let's see. I'm imagining it is. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it too. I was told that I can get my wife a visa to go. She just wants to see the U.S. But I don't remember your particular situation. But let me read that again, one more time. Different because we are talking about going the K1 route, but eventually coming back, having a Thai wedding and settling in Thailand. Okay. If it was me, I think if regardless of what the K1 or whatever, anything, if she's coming to the U.S., if it was me, I would get married in the U.S. And I might do that again. I might, just to cover myself. See, I don't want her to have. I talked to my union, to the whatever is my retirement people, and I said, I don't want to die, and have her go through any nightmares. Oh well, this isn't recognized by us, and and they told me all they need is have to be married for a year. They need a copy of of our wedding papers translated into English, her birth certificate, and her Thai card, and and some other little stuff, and then it'd be no problem. But if I was in the U.S., I would get married in the U.S. Then come back and you get married here in Thailand, do your traditional wedding and all that kind of stuff. That's what I would do. Yeah, fiance. Okay, so K3 is for couples who are already married. Yeah, and what I was told. Hey, Joe. Thanks, Joe. I didn't see you in here. How you doing? Thank you, as always. Yeah, she bought her seeds. That's for sure. What I was told that I shouldn't have any problem, and I've got to see if we can get it because I'm planning on now. I'm thinking I'm going to go on the bike ride in March, so April, maybe May, going back. And what I was told, because she works for the government, because she has 2 children here, because she owns now 2 houses, she owns her truck, she owns her scooter, she has all this stuff that it should be a no-brainer, real easy. Because what they're worried about is are you going to come back is the biggest problem with the visas, as far as my understanding. And because she has all that stuff, they said it should be easy peasy. Hey TT, how you doing? Saying hi to everybody. So yeah, so that's what I would do. I would get married if you're planning on getting married anyway. I would, because I don't know what your situation with retirement is. Is it transferable to when you pass? Can she get it? That kind of stuff. But if that was the case and you were planning on getting married, I would definitely, me personally, check in, of course, with everybody, attorneys, government, whatever you need to check with. Don't take this is what I would do. But I would still probably check. But if we do go, I probably would get married again. Because, worst case scenario, could be a giant party, right? In the U.S. anyway. That Thai Brit abroad. How are you? I haven't got a chance. I know he put out a new video, and I haven't had a chance to watch it. I got to be honest. Mainly because I've been out and about, and I actually did videos. Imagine that. What did I put out? 2 videos in 3 days? That's amazing for me. What did Chris say here? Drop barrels. Yeah, no kidding. I should put on a couple of things. Maybe I will. I will. Give me 1 second here. And I am going to... let's see. This one. This one. Give me 1 more second. Please. Sorry, guys. And there. And there. Okay, sorry. So yeah, if you guys, I know somebody will, Mitch or somebody, but go ahead and, if you would, post that Brit Abroad channel, please. Okay, what is this? What is TNW? I'm having a problem registering my marriage here. My Thai wife and I were married in 1998 so far. Lots of hoops, but no visa yet. The goalposts keep moving. Yeah, I didn't registering your marriage in. I'm imagining that was Las Vegas, 1998, and you're having problems registering it here in Thailand. Am I reading that right, TNW? Joe saying hello to Tip. They finally had their wedding. John and Jim have sailed off into the sunset. I hope you have a long and happy life together. There we go. Mark's gonna. Sorry, I gotta go. Australia calling. Cheers. All right, Mark. Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. There's Bobby. How you doing, Bobby? Saying good morning to everybody. Let's see. We're saying hello, hello, hello. Always good. Lets me catch up. Yes, in Vegas. Yeah, that's weird why they don't. I don't know. If it was me, I'd just get married again here in Thailand if it was needed. Or do you need to show it from 1998? I don't know. Like I said, I did the legal one first, and then the one that we just did with the house blessing was the actual traditional one, I guess. So let's see what the media says. Still working, planning to switch to working remote from Thailand with a smart visa. Cool. Planning to build a house in Surin. Cool. She wants to come here with her daughter. So she just wants to come to visit or actually stay for a prolonged period of time. My wife doesn't. My daughters do. They want to come and stay, but like we talked about it before. I told them you need to speak English, man. You've got to speak English, and I can get them work and whatever they want to do, So, let's see. Robert's saying hi to Bobby. That's time to get going. Who is John? We'll find the guy for you. That Joe, he's always helpful, isn't he, Mitch? There's Andy having technical issues with the tablet. Okay. T, how you doing? Hey, Dave. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. I wish I was going. Are you going to Koh Chang? Can't remember if you said that or if you were included in that or not. I know you're going on the bike ride. And I know there was some discussion. You had asked, I think on Chuck's live stream or something about bringing your wife and everything. I say more power to you, man. I know my opinion doesn't matter, but I don't know. I don't think it has to be a guy thing. It wasn't a guy thing before. I mean, even when we went out to the bars and had a few drinks, everybody could have came to that. I mean, there wasn't anything going on but a bunch of fun. So yeah, I'm one saying, yeah, bring. I'd like to meet her anyway. And that's Deer, his wife, in case you're. And if you're not subscribed to his channel, please subscribe to there. His content is top notch. Like I said before, he's way better than me as far as putting out content. And I think a lot of the stuff is in both Thai and English. They're both English teachers. and you guys will you'll appreciate it. So I missed that. I missed that. I'm missing a couple things. Sorry, guys. Good. Somebody put Mr. Mitch posted T, who is Thai nomads. Um, let's see what the media. She wants to stay for a bit and work and save for the house build. She speaks really good English. That's perfect. So much so that Thai people question if she's Thai. Wow, that's amazing. They think she's a foreigner. Yeah, I don't know how long will they let you stay on the fiance or whatever visa. I don't. Is it 6 months? I don't know. Like I said, I would check. You probably know. Seems like you're checking into all that stuff. Um, let's see what Black Sheep says. How was the food on the trip? Only got to see. Yeah, I know. You'd think that I would get better at that. But when we did the one where the first time I think we ate right across the street from the hotel, Chuck almost started eating his food before he put the camera on that. Of course, you couldn't see that, so I felt a little bit better. It just, I guess it's just, first off, I'm with somebody that I'm interested in talking to, and so I'm not thinking about video, which I should be. Excuse me, which I should be, but great people, man, just awesome. And like I said at the end of that deal with the family and all the friends at Sunday Fun Day, as we knew, they're all just a bunch of great people. So, yeah, great time. You guys are killing me with all the cool Thailand content. I'm still here. Yeah, I know. Some people say it's bad, and why do you do it? And it sucks. But I think for the most part, people like to watch it and dream of getting here when they can get here. And for me, I hope everybody can be here. The sooner the better. Like I said, I'm still a firm believer in coming to Thailand, man. I'm not gonna say it goes without any kind of problems that you could have if you're in that 1% bracket, because that would be stupid not to point that out. But like I said, I would check into it, because it seems now that and I've only heard talk and stuff, that the first thing they're going to do, if you're non-systematic or whatever it is, symptoms, asymptomatic, they're going to just let you do it at your home, self-quarantine. And if that's the case, which is what they should be doing, that's freeing up also. I guess they do it in some places already, and it's freed up all sorts of hospital beds and stuff like that. So if that's the case, worst case scenario, like I said, man, if you're traveling, no matter where it is, doesn't have to be Thailand. Like I said, if you want to live in your basement, whatever country you're in, including Thailand, and you don't want to go anywhere, then fine, that's your decision. I can't live like that. I want to go out and have a good time. And if the case is, if you travel anywhere and you test positive for COVID, you're going to go into some kind of quarantine. It's not just Thailand, unless you just refuse to travel. And if you refuse to travel, I understand that, respect that. It's your decision, not my decision. I can't live as a scared little somebody. Not can't go, I can't do that. Just ain't in me. But I don't know. I would definitely come. With the K1, you're required to be married within 90 days. Afterwards, she can get a green card, holding the green card for 3. Oh, okay. So she could stay quite a while. Cool. That's awesome. Dave, what is it? Dave, glad you mentioned the 10-year rule for the benefits. I have to follow up. Yeah, it's a bummer. I don't think it should be that way. I mean, she's, even if I live here in Thailand, I'm a U.S. citizen, and she's my wife for 10 years. I could see them having a 10 years. That's fine. But not 10 years in the United States. I think that's ridiculous. I paid in my Social Security. I did all that. Somebody should get it, right? I don't know. Just my opinion. Most of Europe has dropped all restrictions. Yeah, it's getting that way. They're going to treat it as the flu, like it should have been. If you want to get vaccinated, you shouldn't even have to be forced to vaccinate, but I'm sorry, anti-vaxxers, they're going to make you vaccinate, man. They're going to, you're not going to be able to get on a plane. You're not going to be able to, travel freely unless you're back. That's my opinion again. Check with all the crap you got to check with, but it's just the way it's going, and even I think traveling around in Thailand, if you're not vaccinated, they make you, test, and then if you pop positive, then you're in a whole another deal. So I think it's just easier. If I have an ear grow out my forehead, so be it. I'll have it cut off, and not a big deal. I wear a hat anyway, so no one's going to see it. So that's my opinion. I'm just not. And especially like people that have been like in the service or the military, and you've been jabbed with so much crap that you don't even have a clue what the government put in you. And so the people that don't want to, that are been in the military, I don't know, doesn't sound. I would just do it. Like I said, I don't want to live forever anyway, and I don't think it's gonna. I don't know. Some people are dying that get it. So there might be something to that, but I don't know about anything. And that's enough about that anyway. So anyway, they need to drop everything and get to normal. And that's the way everybody, I've heard the Thai government talking that way now, and everything. It's just got to get back to normal. Just go. Nobody cares about how many cases there are. I don't. I want to know how many people died from it, whatever variant it is, and were they all 118 years old with underlying conditions? You could die of whatever, a heart attack, and if you have COVID, you died of COVID. So I don't want to know that. I want to know why you died, and that would be the number I want. Don't care about how many there are. There could be 100,000 every day, and if only 10 people died, that's got to be way low. I mean, anybody dying sucks, but I just think that's the way they got to do it, and I think they're leaning that way from what I'm hearing. Of course, check on your own, all the stuff in the government, deals, and but the stuff that I'm hearing is that's the way they're headed. So. If I missed something, guys, put it back up. Yeah, Jake has. Yeah, I could imagine. I wouldn't want to know if I were you or anybody. I don't want to know what the government put in me. Thumbs up. And because you can advertise. You're a moderator, right? Chris is. Let me look. Are you? Yes. If you want to put up the BKK, all those links for radio. He's affiliated with a internet radio station. I think out of Bangkok or wherever they are. And Mike's, of course, live my ass off. Or Chris and Mike's, two great guys. So, and he's saying, get a test before you leave. You have to be very unlucky. Yeah, I agree, Andy. And if you're testing negative when you get off, I don't know what all the rules are, how they do everything. If there was somebody that popped positive on the plane, but you tested negative, what do they do? I don't know. But like I said, if you're asymptomatic, what I'm hearing is they're moving towards the, home quarantine, doing it yourself, which is perfect, Unless, I got no problem. If I pop and then I have that test and I have the real test that is still not 100%, and I have it, then and I can test at home with the antigen test or whatever it's called. I got no problem with that. Like I said, it's something that we're going to have to deal with as a whole world society. That it's like the flu, a cold, whatever it is. We gotta live with it. Just crazy to want to shut down anything. They ought to be opening up everything, which they are, from what I am understanding. BBK rocks your side. Cool. Yeah, post the link if you want to. Did you already? I didn't see. Yeah, post the link if you want to, Chris. If you know how to do that. I still don't know. I got to get with Mitch one day and have him show me that. And I didn't notice, is Brock in here? I didn't see Brock. I don't think he is. Okay. Anyway, how long have we been doing this? 36 minutes. Maybe I'll post the link here in a minute. Um, but yeah, absolute wonderful trip. If you ever get a chance to meet Chuck and Paige, by all means, I would do it with no questions asked. They're great people, cordial, inviting, just good people. They don't get any better. So I would definitely suggest that. I know people have already because we talked. You had met Robert, Robert Mack in Asia, a bunch of people, obviously, that he has met. So I'm glad to be one. And like I said, the whole family just all just like you see them. You know, they're good people. All right, Joe. We'll see you in a minute. Let's see what Jake says. That's great. There's also, what did I miss? Let's see. Hold on one second. Let me go back. We used to eat breakfast at Topland a lot. Okay. So you guys are talking about something cool. Um, so, you know, and like I said, it isn't that far from me. I do wish that we were able to go to at least Kokut. I don't know if I'm saying that right. The little island. That's where my wife wanted to go. In fact, that's why Chuck put it on a weekend because I said, you know, I need to incorporate a couple of weekend days so she can only take off 2 days and we can have like 4 days. But I don't think it's going to happen. But like I said, we're in Thailand, so you never know. I might show up. I'm probably not going to be, if I do, not going to be able to stay at the same hotel or anything. But I'm sure there's plenty of places to crash there. Who knows? Maybe I'll jump on my Forza and head to Koh Chang. My wife will kill me. She's sitting right next to me, kind of looking. She's probably not listening. No, she's not listening. Good. Hey, Alexander, man, how you doing? Let me see. Australia just opens its border, fully vaccinated travel. I know. Where's Brock? Is he open? Is he wide open? I think he is. There you go, right there. There's the link. I wonder who else is in Australia right now. Can't ask Andy because Andy's here, but does that mean, Alexander Man, where Brock is, and I'm not going to know exactly where, you might. He couldn't fly out of there straight to Thailand. He had to cost him an extra $1,000 to fly to Sydney and then out of Sydney or something like that. Do you know anything about that? And Chris, you're there, right? Where are you at? Are you close to? Do you know where Brock is? My wife's sister's in Australia. Oh, says yes. So, where? How far are you? Or can Brock fly out now? Is he going to be? Can he fly straight out of wherever he is, straight to Thailand or whatever? Not have to stop inside of Australia. Hey, Gary. Dave, West Australia is still closed. Is that where Brock is? He's got to be in West Australia, right? Oh man, how can they? Isn't Brock in Perth? Hey, Cobus, how you doing, man? Glad you can make it. Uh, he must be. He must be in. Let's see, Chris. Did I jump the gun? So I was on the news last night. You guys let me know. No, Brock cannot. Wow, bummer. What a bunch of stuff. You know, I mean, especially leaving. You know, you want to make them jump through hoops and stuff and let somebody decide coming back into your country. Okay, but, you know, let them fly out. I don't know. I thought Brock was here already. He wishes he was here already. He has a house here and all that kind of stuff, and I'm really, we've all formed kind of a little, you know, friendship. Everybody pretty much on this channel anyway, and I'm looking forward to him, um, you know, coming. He wants to come. He told me as soon as, well, he said it on air or on the channel. As soon as uh, he can fly out of there, they're ready to come. Excuse me. Let's see. We have a stranger in here, so we'll let him in, I guess. Hey, there he is. What, is that you?
I I
Hey, you
found my
bald? You lost your hair.
yeah, I lost my hair. This is a future picture of me in my mom's basement.
Is that you? All right. Yeah, I didn't see
Good
Brock. I
morning.
said some. maybe some of the stuff had opened up, but I don't think that's the. It's weird because Australia is so, like in the USA, when they say USA has opened up this, it's not, well, California, New York, Wisconsin has done this, and this one and this, And in Australia, it seems that way. If you're from this area of Australia, you can do stuff. This area of Australia, you can't. This area, you might be able to. So I don't know. Everybody's saying hi to
Yeah,
Mitch.
that's my twin. Sorry, Dave.
Was it that wrong?
Humor. Hey, good news.
Yeah,
My
what's that?
mom got released from the hospital. She had that COVID thing going on for a week, week and a half, and is home and no supplemental oxygen required. Pretty
Wow,
good
wow, good
news to
news.
hear.
Yeah, big time. Big time. How's she doing otherwise with everything
Yeah,
else
she's
going on in
dealing,
her life?
rolling with the
Yeah,
punches,
cool, cool.
you know.
It's got to be hard. How long were they married?
67 years married.
Wow.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine. Anyway, in case you guys don't know, my condolences go out to Mitch. He lost his father recently. So, in case some people don't know that,
No, actually, we know where he is, Dave.
you do. Yeah, they're probably going to have a good idea where I am when I go. Also, that's what I told my
Yeah.
mom. I said if I go to heaven, I'm not going to know anybody. I'll be totally walking around. The only person I'll know is my mom. My mom, maybe my aunts and uncles and stuff, but any friends I had growing up there,
Well, yeah, they talk about
they're not going
hell.
to be
It's
happy.
like, you go to hell. I'm like, I hope so, because that's where all my buddies are.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Going Grace said talking about the mask thing. You know what's really weird, man? Like when I was walking around, and even now, my knees kill me. It's more of my knees killing me than me not being able to walk around. But with that mask, as soon as I moved it down a little bit, because I know Chuck was riding his down under his nose, I was way more comfortable. Because, like I said, man, ever since I had that tube down my throat for 2 months, any kind of restriction to my breathing freaks me out. So I'll be happy when they get rid of this mask thing. Oh, here, what is Zenner saying? Australia to act officially open February 21st. I didn't ask anybody. The sound and everything is decent, right? Mitch,
Hey,
can you hear
Dave,
me?
did you,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you
Yeah, it's
post
all
the
right.
link?
What's that? Yeah, I can
Did
post
you,
it.
you
No, I
did?
didn't. I
Yeah.
can. I can. Right now, let's
Yeah, yeah,
see.
yeah.
Um, my sound and everything is okay?
Excellent. Except for that slob you got sitting next to you there on the screen. It looks great.
Let me see. Paste. Okay. The the link's up.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's see. Chris is saying, I'm
Oh,
waiting on the
wow.
doctor's news today to be able to head to Mike and Gracie second. Oh, that's right. Fingers crossed. Cool. That's right. You were going to go to that. That's awesome because they're there right now. I think. Right. They're doing that right now. Awesome. Then you're going to come. Are your Thailand plans, or no? Was it Taiwan? Are those kind of on the burner, and you're going to come straight to Thailand? Yeah, Bobby's here from Time to Get Going.
Plans.
Hey, Bobby, how you
Going
doing?
over to Taiwan.
Let's see. This. How are you, Bobby? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. You sound good. Your audio's
All right,
good.
thanks.
How's everything going with you? I don't know if you want to. Do you have news? I know that you took off and headed off across the country also to see your dad, I believe, right? I don't know how that turned out. It's up to you whether you want to share that or not. Totally up to you. So
I'm lagging way behind. I don't know what the problem is.
your talking and everything is right on here. I don't know.
Oh, it is.
Are you
Yeah.
watching on StreamYard or are you watching on the YouTube tab?
That's the problem. All right, now, oh, that looks better.
I can fix it. There we
Thanks,
go.
Mitch.
Hey, I learned that on a live stream where I was the person getting interviewed. It was freaking embarrassing.
I was making
had
sure I
echoes.
didn't have the volume going this time because last time that was my failure.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, I'll share. I came back because while I was there in Wyoming, my dad was doing okay. I mean, obviously he's not going to ever recover to come out. He's on his deathbed, but he could go on, the doctor said, for 2 to 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry to hear
So,
that, man.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
just,
I guess it's all quality of life, right? I mean, I want to hang out until my quality of life is not any good anymore. Then I don't really want to hang. But and I don't know how old is he, Bobby?
91.
Oh, so he's had a decent life also.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'd take
And
91 right now if they let me roll the dice and say you can take 91. I'd take 91.
we all
Yeah, thank
accept
you.
that. We understand that you're not going to live forever, and 91 was a good life, and he was
Yeah.
really very active and in very good shape right up until really last year, and it's just been decreasing a little bit since then.
Well, I know, like with my wife, I only found out that she was going to actually die 5 days before she passed. Actually, 4 days. So, but you still, because I know in Mitch's case, we've been talking about his that his parents probably passing, for what, a year and a half?
Years.
I don't know, a year or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, a couple years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and but it's still a shock, man. I mean, I was trying to accept it and looking at my wife, and but when they're not right there in front of you anymore, it's like a totally different thing. You can prepare. I guess what I'm saying is you can prepare as much as you want to, and it's still gonna hit you like a brick in the face, no matter what.
Yeah, we
Even
lost my
relationship.
mother 7 years ago. So my dad really, because they were married for like 58 years, 60 years, something like that. So
Wow.
actually more than that, like probably more like what Mitch was saying, because I mean, I'm 68 and my sister's a year older than me, and they were obviously married a year before that. So,
You're 68
yeah, I am.
Better
with a
shape
6.
than me.
Yeah, with the 6.
Well, I'm hard of hearing. Holy crap! You do not look 68. I was
I
thinking
agree
like
with that.
I'm 58. I'll be 59 in a few days, and I'm thinking you're the same age as me, if not younger. No shit.
He's trying to kiss your ass, Bobby, is what he's
No,
trying.
no,
Thanks,
no. I
Mitch.
got nothing to gain. Well, John and Jim are out of the picture now. So, no, seriously.
He does look
68,
good. I agree.
Dude,
I
whatever
agree
you're
with that.
doing, I want some of that. No,
Well, I got
the
a
drug,
gym
not
right
the-
here next to me in the room. I work out every day in my gym. My
There you
office
go.
is in my gym in my house.
Well, let's see. Jake is
Wow.
here.
Oh, that's
let's,
terrible, Ron John.
Let's welcome.
A 5-year period. Yeah, that's it's. Can I tell you what my day was like that day? The day I heard the news.
No. We want to
wanna
hear?
hear?
Yeah.
Or yeah, you want to
sure.
hear?
Why not?
I got a message from Messenger from my person that collects my mail in the States, right? And scans it for me. Have you talked to your family today? I'm like, no. Then it rings, and she heard it through that my dad had passed. And I'm like, great. So I'm flustered. Finally, checked my email, and sure enough, my brother had said that he had passed. So I was like, shit. Want to be alone, so vámonos. Anyway, I had a list of things to do. I needed to process, so I went to Big C and did what I needed to buy, got some food and stuff, and got home, and it was like, oh, this is really quiet, strange. Popped on YouTube. Josh and La La Land was on. He just started a stream. And not 2 minutes into his stream, he's walking down Second Road, and hey, there's Eddie Sweeney on the curb, sitting there talking to him. And I says, fuck it. I just shuttered the computer, and I got on the road, and 5 minutes later, I'm sitting with Eddie Sweeney talking about my dad. And then we went over to the A7, had a beer, and it was early, so I was it. It was me and 13 ladies and 2 staff, I think, other staff. And I sat there for a couple hours with the ladies, talking. Had a toast.
So that helped you
dad.
out then, I guess, a little bit, right?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Good.
A lot of sympathy. Well, I'm going to play that card at another bar. No, just kidding. No,
Did I get you free drinks?
That was my day. It was weird. I just kept rolling. What
Yeah,
do
you
you?
know,
What
I don't know. Like I said, I
mean,
haven't really. I lost my uncles. I lost my aunt, who I was close with, but not like. I haven't lost like a mother or a father. I didn't have a father anyway.
thank you,
He's
Robert.
gone anyway. I guess I did lose him. But
Knee
my
replacement,
mom's
Dave.
89, I think.
Robert's talking about knee replacement. You got to do it, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I got to get that. In fact, I'm going to have my
Oh,
wife.
man.
She's off today. Like I told you, the dog passed away last night, which is a bummer. But she was old, and I mean, if she would have been human, they would have said she died of COVID because we had her taken in and she couldn't breathe that well. You know, she's just an old dog. You know, the poor thing could barely walk. You know, so but she was a good dog, man. She was my wife's favorite. I mean, she's had her for a long time. So she took it kind of hard last night, but she did everything. The dog, like I said, man, it's amazing, man. Like last night, right before she died, the thing couldn't even walk, and the thing walks up to our door from the living room, and my wife gets up and opens it and wags its tail 2 or 3 times, looks at her, and then the dog goes. You know, it's like she
Oh,
wanted to be back. You
Jesus.
know, it's amazing, and it's God. I tell you, even this dog, I've only known these dogs for 2 years now, a little over 2 years. And I become attached like this with these freaking animals. The ones I had for 20 years, the
Oh,
little miniature Dotsie.
Jesus,
It's
Joe,
just, it
Joe,
kills me
Joe,
up.
Jesus.
That's
Amazing.
tough, Joe.
What happened? What did I miss?
That's
Wow.
just fuck. I've done CPR twice on 2 human beings.
Ugh.
They died, but that wasn't because of
never
me.
had
It
to
was
do
because of
that.
it. But I can't
Yeah, Jai
believe
had to do
just
that
doing
with
that
both of her
to your
parents
family.
also.
Oh my God.
Really good, somewhat. I'd like to hear those, Ron. Ron's got a good sense of humor. Yeah, you know, so like I said, I've never really experienced that. And the spouse thing is the one that, because even if I look at it now with my mother, I love my mother to death. Don't get me wrong, but I was 16 years old and basically hit the ground running. You know, so okay, so that time I spent in that house with her for maybe, 10 years that I could remember from when I was 6 to 16, and then I was gone. Now your spouse, like with this one on my arm, was almost 30 years. These people like 60 years. I mean, how do you? I guess what I'm saying is the most devastating thing that I've ever been through in my entire life was losing my wife. Hands down. Nothing even comes close to devastation.
I agree with you, Dave. My wife and I have been married for 25, 26 years now, and coming up on 26 years. And I mean, the emotion,
Hey, Chris.
hey, Chris, the emotion that I have for her, and just, I mean, I could not imagine. I could not imagine waking up without her. And this is after 25, 26, almost 26 years.
And like I said,
So,
it's that
how
thing
does that happen if you're
1 minute
doing it
there,
like 60?
Yeah, and it's like that one thing is 1 second they're there, and the next second they're gone. And like I said, with that, I mean, with my wife, pretty much nonstop. Seen her every day for 27 years. Not just, like see my mom, and like I said, it just registered different to me. I'll find out how it hits me in the face when my mother does pass. Am I going to be devastated? I'm sure I am. But I tell my friends, if you're going to travel with your wife, so in case you crash or whatever it is, you both die at the same time, because it's freaking horrible. I'm kind of glad that she was the one that died, because if I died, she loved me unconditionally, and she would have just been a total wreck for years and years. I'm still a wreck now, halfway. Not as
Yeah,
much
you're not.
anymore.
You're much better now, Dave.
Yeah, I got lucky in
You're much better.
my life.
Somebody straightened
because
you
of
out.
this one over.
Somebody straightened you out. You're good.
I got lucky, and she still believes it was Noni that helped her, because she said when I was in there, like I told you before, she'd every day, every night, and every morning she'd pray, please don't let him die. Anything you can do, every day, and and that's what else I said. It's awfully nice having a wife that isn't jealous of a past, relationship. She's not. She thinks she's a guardian.
Can I
angel.
share a little story with you for a moment?
Sure. Why not?
So something I bring up with my wife at least once a year, if not more, is
Wow.
the chances, the odds of us actually meeting, having a relationship, and becoming husband and wife. And to me, you guys, most of you know, I'm a man of faith. I believe in God. I'm not a man of religion. I'm a man of faith. Okay, that's a side note. But the when you look at the odds of the chance of all the different decisions that I made in my life and my wife made in her life, that if any given time we made a different decision, we never meet. We never meet. It's sort of like that. What is it? Back to the Future movie where Michael J. Fox has got to make his parents meet up again. It's exactly that. If I don't leave the Coast Guard Academy for the University of Florida, I don't meet my wife.
Right, right.
If an assignment doesn't drop for special operations in my flight class, we don't meet. If I don't decide to go to Okinawa when I decided to go, and I'm selected to be this planner for this exercise that we're going to do, we don't meet. If my wife stays with, and Ron John's on this, Topland Arcade in Piscinoloke, goes to the bus company and doesn't leave the bus company to go to Topland Hotel and Convention Center in Piscinoloke, we don't meet. These
Everything has to align.
decisions,
That's for
these
sure.
simple, what we think are just simple decisions. Yeah, Mitch, right? These simple
yeah.
decisions that don't seem like they're just independent of each other. These are the things together that if any one of these things doesn't happen,
Sure.
I'm not here with this wonderful woman, and I'm not talking with you guys tonight. It just boggles my mind when we
Well, I'll
start
tell you
to
one thing. I would
plug
be
that in
dead.
together.
I would absolutely be dead because if I hadn't have met her, I would have still been in Kamala. I would have gotten sick and not been able to breathe. I would have never left the room. I wouldn't have went to the hospital, and I would have died on the floor of where I was living. Not a doubt in my mind. And because of her, I got to live, And like I said, if you would have asked me in December of 2018, that was only a couple of months after my wife had passed away, and I'd just gotten to Thailand, that I was going to be happy in even the littlest amount, and I'm a lot, and I would have said, no, it ain't going to happen. Are you going to? Do you think you'll meet somebody that you'll actually, fall in love with? No, never happened. Never happened in a million years, and it's all happened. So I say that for people out there that are in my similar situation. Uh, I've gotten beaten when I was younger for crying because men don't cry and do this. I cry to this day, every day, every day. Now it's gone from 150 times a day when I first got here down to maybe once a day, but it's still there, and I still think about her every day. Thank God for the time that I had with her, and I thank God that I got to go on with my life and not just, end it then and that was the end of my life. I'm lucky, like I said before, the luckiest man, not only in Thailand, but in the whole freaking world. And I know that Mike will, from Live My Ass Off, Mike's will argue with me on that because he believes he is. But he's one of them, And there's a few. There's Brock, and there's Jake,
Me.
and there's Bobby. Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of us. And are there nightmare stories? Sure, there are. Are they only in Thailand? No, they're all over.
But the fact that we think we all are all that person, right?
Yeah.
That's a wonderful thing.
It's amazing.
It just means
And like
that
Go ahead.
we've all found these opportunities in our lives to appreciate
Yes,
the situations
definitely.
that
It's
have been presented to us.
and I don't know because I always dealt Asian women. I was always attracted with them. I thought they were some of the most beautiful women in the world. But I didn't realize what their culture was all about until I came to Thailand. And that's what the difference is. Like I said before, you give them this much attention, this much love, and you get just smothered in their, in love and everything. It's just it's amazing, and I hope everybody finds it. I hope everybody can find it. And if you don't, like I said, if you can't figure out whether a woman really cares about you, because look at me and look at my wife. I mean, this fat old bastard with a beard. What are you doing? Are you blind, honey? Do we need to get you maybe some glasses? What do we need to do for you, dear? But it just.
Can I take
and
you
I know
down
she
to
loves me.
Sharon Optical?
I know that I know she loves me, and if you can't tell that when you meet somebody, and it's fairly simple. I mean, it doesn't go off the old buffalo thing, because it could be in any country. But if any woman, whether it's Thai or whatever, you met her 10 minutes and can I have $1,000? Well, why? What do you need? I need it for my family. I need to do it. I'm gonna, wait. We've only been talking for 10 minutes now. Maybe you should push that one aside and move on to some Isan women. Come to Surin, rent a little place for 3 months, and walk around the streets. That's all you got to do. Say hi to somebody.
Yeah, I got mine there.
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing. And like I
I'm
said,
heading to your place, Dave.
yeah, there you go. You're more
I
than
got
welcome.
mine
You
at
know
Toys R
that.
Us on Soy 6.
It's amazing, and like I said, I never thought that I'd really
Oh, it's
be
terrible.
laughing and smiling and even doing this. I mean, I never thought I would do this anyway, but and I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time with it, and I'm in Surin. I'm not like Mitch, I'm not in Pattaya, and I've got 30 places to go in one
Yeah,
day to
Mitch,
see,
you
this
freaking
one.
hussy.
Yeah. No, I'm just talking about
overrated,
guys.
Dave.
Mark's
It's
there,
overrated.
Tom's there, James is there.
Well,
People
now
we can
hold
meet up
on.
with
There,
for lunch.
those guys, some of them are down in Rayon. That's not really.
That's true. They're far away. Of course, with the new
I love Rayon.
Yeah,
the new highway, it's only
Yeah, those-
20 minutes
those
away
Rayon
now
guys,
with the
some
new
of them
highway.
Really party.
Oh,
But
the
Rayon
sick
is really nice, and yeah, I saw was that number 2 Buffalo posted about the sick buffalo. That's
And there's Robert saying, my wife loves me a long time.
the sick
Yeah, they
buffalo.
And like I said, it wasn't necessarily getting married, sex, whatever it was. That wasn't in my mind at all. Having a woman, when you've had a woman for however long, doesn't matter, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Mine was my best buddy. I mean, I was talking to a female. Talking to a female is totally different than any of my friends, male friends. It's a total different conversation. And I missed that. I had that for 30 years with the same woman. So I was looking for more and hoping 2-3 years, like maybe finding somebody 3 years after I've been here to maybe go on vacation with. You want another room, have another room. You don't have to sleep with me or whatever, and eat and talk and have a good time.
companion.
That's all I wanted, and
Good
now they're,
companion.
yeah, that they're, and I don't know if it's all Southeast Asia. Thailand is the only one I'm really familiar with. I don't know how Cambodian women are, women from Laos, Vietnam women I kind of know a little bit about, but the Thai women here, I mean, there's some good women. I mean, like I said, I told the story before about my friend's wife, my best buddy, his wife. I talked to her before I talked to him one day. Told her about my situation, my ice cream story on how I judge women with sending her out at 3:00 in the morning. It was only hypothetical, by the way. And and she begged me, please don't tell my husband that. Please don't tell him how good you have it and what you did. And she's a great lady, awesome lady.
My wife loves me to death, but if I woke up at 3 in the morning and told her to go get me ice cream, she'd probably hit me with a stick.
Yeah, but my kicker is in my
I'm just saying.
story. In my story, it gets better than that because, and I've never done this, is I could ask my wife at 3:00 in the morning, please go get me some vanilla ice cream at the 7. She would go, no questions asked, no argument, boom, boom, come back. The kicker is, God, I've really changed my mind. I'm thinking chocolate would be a better option at this time of the night. She'll go back and get the chocolate and bring it back.
Question is,
But
why
that's
is
a
there
little
a
bit,
stick
a little
by
bit
the side
over.
of the bed, Jake? That's the question.
My,
in
my,
America, I would have never got. Why are you waking me at 3? Would have been. I wouldn't have been able to get anything else out of my mouth.
you guys have all seen my wife, and she's a wonderful person, but she does
Yes.
have a knife that's made out of a steel leaf spring from a car. So
Oh yeah, those are.
I'll I
That's
just
good.
leave that right there because that thing comes out and she's
That's-
like, "Hey, look at this thing!" Whack, whack, and I'm like,
I was looking at something that was back here in the comments. I can't find it now, but I think Ron John. Am I saying that right, Ron John? Anyway, put it up and said that a Chinese thing that you should be half the woman's, or the woman should be half your age plus 6 years, which is almost exactly where I'm at. Because right now I think my wife's 41 and I'm 65. So what is that? I don't know. I'm not a good mathematician, but it's got to be
I
close.
did the young one time. Young ones don't work out.
No, I
The
couldn't do that.
generation gaps are
But no,
huge.
half of mine would be what would be half of 65 is what 32
32 and a half.
and 6.
Plus
So and
I've
my
been
wife was
39 and a half.
my wife was 38 when I met her. So
Yeah.
sounds close. No, I
Yeah.
couldn't do that. Now some people could. I couldn't because my thing was I don't want to go out to the bars till 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't drink. I don't get drunk. I couldn't deal with a 23, 24-year-old.
Hey, Joe, curious,
No
what's
way.
POF?
But yeah, I don't know. I got lucky. I hope everybody does, and because it's so much. When you've been through what I've been through, the devastation, like I said, it's not even describable. I mean, it's just horrible. But
Yeah, the world's
to
fake.
be able to do it is. What's that? What did I miss?
Joe suffers. Joe's
I
wife says he suffers from POF.
feel that.
The wolf face.
Oh,
If I had asked my wife to go and get ice cream before she passed away, she would have said, "Yeah, I feel like vanilla. Give me some while you're out." Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to pick me some up while you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it would be. But it was more of a that's the impression that I get from Thai women. They want to do everything for you. My wife wants to cook. She cooked me breakfast this morning. Here she is in between burying the dog and me getting on and doing a live stream and everything else, and she's bringing me a plate of scrambled eggs. So
No,
guess
I
we're
did the
just going for
breakfast
coffee.
this morning, and I also did a massage for her this morning.
See, Bobby's a great man. Don't ever talk to my wife, Bobby, when you get here. Don't talk to her. Don't tell her anything.
She well trained, man.
Yeah, I don't know where this is coming from, Bobby, but you need to shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Been here in the U.S. for 12 years, so
Now she still hasn't retired, right? She's an RN, which I don't know
right,
if
she's
people know.
working.
Yeah. When's she gonna retire? She still doesn't know for sure.
No.
No.
Bobby, my
But you're
wife's
hoping
been
to get
for
here this
25
year, right?
years. Be
Is that what
quiet.
you're shooting for? Is this year, Bobby? 22.
Yeah, we're still going to come this year.
Okay. But you don't know if
Just
you're gonna
exactly-
stay.
No, I don't know that yet.
Cool.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey
so-
Bobby, where's your wife from?
Seren.
Surin.
Born and raised in
okay.
Surin.
Wow.
Yeah.
They have a house here, and so yeah, it's gonna be nice. Hey, Et, how you doing? Good morning to everybody. She said. Yeah, I was looking at the analytic things. I'm bored. I was bored this morning, and it was amazing. Now it's 88% male and whatever's left there, 12% women, which is cool. And I actually got some viewers in the, 2% that are actually between, 17 and 20 or something. But most
Really?
of them are 45 to 55. I thought
Yeah.
it was going to be a little bit, higher. And
Ours are
USA,
mostly women.
yeah, USA and Thailand and third Australia are the three areas. I'm just starting to learn how to read the analytic thing. I don't know what the hell to do, but I'm having fun, so we'll still be doing this until I'm not. Hey, Stuck, good morning to you.
Morning,
Let's see
Stuck.
I'm not going to put yours up there, Joe.
Hey, Stuck.
Hello, Mike, my neighbor in Duval County, Florida. Good
Who's that?
Stuck.
Funny, Joe.
Oh, Stuck. Okay.
Yeah, his real
That's
name
right,
is
he's
Mike,
close-
and
he's-
he's up
he-
in
He's
Jacksonville.
around you somewhere, right?
Well, it's about 3.5, 4 hours away, but yeah,
That's
because
close.
Florida's a big place.
I'll be back shortly to this garbage truck's going by.
Okay. Let's see what Mark says here. Mark says, I don't believe in soulmates. That is, until I meet my soulmate. But just because you meet your soulmate does not mean you will end up with each other. Let me read this one more time. At one time, I did not believe in soulmates. That is until I met my soulmate. Just because you meet your soulmate does not mean you will end up with her. I believe, I probably believe that my this wife here, the third wife, was probably close to a soulmate. She was my best friend, and she doesn't. But now, believe it or not, my wife now is like, she knows me inside and out, man. I mean, she knows me better than I do, and she barely speaks English, so.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of a tough deal, but we get along great. Everything's good. If you can find your soulmate and be with your soulmate, I would imagine would be a great thing. But I don't know. Let's see what.
Hey, Dave, I watched your Top Panome video that you did collab with Chuck.
Right.
And one of the things, that was like the first time I ever saw your wife without a mask on.
Yeah, she
think.
usually has it on. Yeah.
And
Yeah, she did.
I mean, no, that's great. I mean, I didn't know what the woman truly looked like.
Yeah, I know. It does.
I mean, I thought it's kind of like seeing these women in the Middle East that are wearing veils, and
right. You
like,
never know.
she's got
Right.
some beautiful eyes and some nice cheekbones, but
Right,
you
but you
don't
don't
know
know.
anything beyond that, right?
And her
Your wife
Paige,
looks very
telling-
beautiful.
I've
somebody
been
had
telling
asked.
Dave for a while to involve his
Get her
wife
on,
more in
I
the
know.
videos.
I need to.
helps.
It'll
help.
She's going to, because we got, like I said before, we have
There's that
plenty
Molly.
of money to do all the giveaway stuff now, an abundance of it. Like I told you before, you don't need to go to the PayPal or anything anymore until we get rid of this. But anyway, I will do a video at the school, and hopefully we're going to do that next week, I think. And I'll do one on that, and she'll get around. But it's just, I was really amazed that, first of all, I really like Paige. So me and Paige got along well, and her and my wife hit it off pretty much immediately. She was the whole time trying to talk my wife into going to Koh Chang, especially Kohoot, and spending 3-4 days with them there. And then, so they talked. I wish I spoke more Thai like Mitch, is fluent in Thai. So, and I'm just busting his balls. But anyway,
It is what it is,
but it was good to see them, because I have I'll be glad when Bobby gets here and I can, ring Bobby and say, hey, you want to go get a cup of coffee or something?
Hello,
It'd be
James.
Kind of cool. But I don't have
Good to see
anybody
your
here
name in
like
the
that.
chat there.
Hey, James, Chocolate Man in Thailand. How are you? He's saying good morning, I think. What's up, gang? Same old stuff. We've talked about, let's see, we're really hanging on to all the people talking about death and dogs dying, people dying, wives dying.
We need some
So-
positivity. Thank God James is
Yeah,
here.
we need James to come in and talk about how bad it is in Pattaya, and there's no one there, and it's a horrible place, and please don't come. Please don't come. So
Yeah, it's dead here.
That's what Gator's saying about all of us Californians about going to Florida.
all right,
Don't
Ron
bring
says
your ass here, man. Come on,
I'm a
don't.
retired.
What we say is
merchant.
we got a saying around here: you don't New York my Florida. You know what I'm saying? we don't want that.
My Florida.
Yeah, let's see. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. I haven't. James has done. He's now putting out all the videos and stuff because we're in February. I think he took pretty much January off from content-wise, just live streams, occasional one anyway. So he's been putting those
Yeah,
on.
it's a
But
ghost town. It really is.
yeah,
It's
if you watched any of his live streams, it's like, what are these people talking about? I don't understand. Is it like it was, 10 years ago or even 3 years ago? No, but it's one thing to say that it's absolutely a ghost town. There's nothing going on. You can't, and then you watch James's, one of his live streams, and people are laughing, having fun, saying hello, and and everything, and it's amazing.
good one.
Hey, Lewis, how you doing? Thank you, sir.
Lewis, how you doing?
Hey guys,
we're
do you
still-
ever watch Simo's Thailand? Do you guys watch that?
No, I have not.
Simo does
That's a good one.
like a monthly mashup of like Thailand vlogger videos. And it's not, of course, all inclusive because it's relatively short. But he did one like a yearly review, and it's really interesting to watch. If you've never seen Simo, just type in Simo's Thailand into your YouTube box and check them out. It's really quite interesting. So the way that he does it, he got away from it for a while. He used to do it early in COVID, and then got away from it. And now he's back at it. It's very entertaining, at least to me. You guys might check it out. And Dave, I'm going to hit Simo up. I think he needs to get your channel in the mix on that. Hey, does anybody, by the way, since you guys are all on here, anybody got any information about Richard Travel? Is he coming back anytime soon? What's up?
I
Haven't heard.
anything.
Hey,
I don't know.
James.
I don't know if Mitch has. Everybody's saying hi to Lewis, and of course, thank you, Lewis, for everything you've done to help Thai people and stuff. And we're going to get
Onward
that
and
stuff out.
upload. That
My
one,
wife's
that
really
came out
happy,
wrong.
by the way. She's having a good time. So, and like I said, I'm hopefully. She's decided instead of just the ice cream, I guess we're going to feed all the kids, and we're also going to bring them some. Some
Hey,
clothing of
Bruce.
some sort. So I'll let you know, but we'll do a video on it. Hey, Bruce. Now I heard Bruce is he's riding now to Koh Chang. Is that true, Bruce? I think you're riding your bike. Riding. You're taking your motorcycle, right? I'm thinking that's what I've heard anyway. Rumor has it. Mitch, we have a link up shortly. There it is. Okay. But anyway, so what was I on? Oh,
The ride is in
on-
March, Dave.
What's that? Yeah,
ride
March.
is in March?
They still haven't. I'm hoping. My wife is hoping. Everybody's hoping that I find out early enough to be able to ship my Forza to Pachuap Kurkan. If I don't, I'm going to ride it. So, and I know my wife
That's
is
right.
like that.
Join the trip, then you'll know.
Yeah, I wish I could, and I might. Like I said, it's Thailand, so things change day to day, hour to hour, minute to minute here in Thailand. But I think I might do maybe the same thing if I do. If I don't have enough time to get it there, I might work on getting it back, and then again meeting up. I talked to Chuck about it, maybe meeting up with Chuck, and then riding with Chuck. Following Chuck in his vehicle down to Pachuap like I did last time. My wife might be happy with that because that'll give. I think the trip's going to be at least 8-10 days, so that'll give me an extra 8 or 10 days to find a way to get it back.
Just
I can do that.
just borrow Chuck's push bike, Dave. You'll be right. No problems.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I checked out his e-bike, man, and that thing is. What did he say it would do? 56 kilometer an hour. The thing.
Yeah,
hauls.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it hauls, and he can pedal. He put a different gear on it. He was explaining everything to me, and
Pedal
I said, I don't
assist
wanna
or
use-
just crack the throttle. Great.
Yeah, that's what he said. It's just assist, and he does the deal, and he can do like 35, 38 kilometer, and all the way to Nakhon Phanom or whatever, an hour or something down, and he's got 2 batteries, and it only hits 1 battery after like, I think it was an hour and a half or something. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's a pretty cool bike, pretty cool. And he just he bought a regular bike, and then bought the rim, and the motor came on
Yeah.
as a kit or something, and he put
Yeah. Hub
Looks pretty
electronics, batteries. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty interesting, man.
Hey guys, I think I'm going to bounce off of StreamYard and go back over to YouTube and just monitor. All right.
See what's going on.
Yeah,
no
just
problem.
just listen to you guys. I don't have anything else to say. I wish
no
I
problem.
did.
No
but
problem,
I don't.
Gator.
Oh, come on, Gator.
Hey, you guys have a good night. Adios.
Jake.
Take care, Mitch.
See you, brother.
Dave, adios.
See
Guys,
you, Gator.
take care. Bye.
What did I miss here? Did I miss
Joe
anything?
asked how much
Anybody?
money he needs to go over there to Thailand.
Oh, is that what Joe needs? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, he asked how much do I need?
Is that
Spend
10?
Is that a
10?
million or is that,
Is that a million or 10 million?
1, 2, that's 100,000? Is that what it says? I don't know, man. I don't think you need anything. All you got to do is have some kind of income, whether it be
Yeah.
retirement or Social Security or whatever. I don't think you need a large sum of money unless you're planning on. I mean, you got to have something, of course, but I don't think it's needed. There are a lot of people out there that lived paycheck to paycheck their whole life, and then when they got down, husband and wife, if they're both collecting Social Security and they got 3,000 income, I don't see how you couldn't live pretty much anywhere you wanted in Thailand for that money.
Then you
By
can't do
yourself,
that
it's
in
a
the
little bit
US.
harder. Yeah, a little bit harder if you're a single person and you have a $1,600 deal. And the only reason I'm saying that is you need more than that for your retirement visa. So if you could figure out a visa thing, or if they, if you do get married or whatever, because it's like half that. But they haven't changed it yet. People have been saying it's supposed to go up to 1.2 million instead of 800,000. And I've only heard hearsay about it. I've not seen anything, which means that the marriage would be pretty much half that 600. So I guess you would be okay on that if you had that kind of income. But I don't know. I was watching 30 and a Wake Up's Kevin's deal on a Chiang Mai. I think it was a studio apartment with air conditioning. Everything else was 189 US dollars a month. I mean, because people keep saying, how much does it cost to live in? Man, it just all depends.
How long's a
Could
piece
you-
of string?
Yeah, exactly. Could you live in Thailand on $800? Yeah. Would I want to? No.
No.
It wouldn't be a life that I would want. Now, somebody that doesn't have a home and owns it outright, and maybe coming from the United States, maybe has $1,000 income, something like that, you would have to figure out how you would qualify for a visa. But actually living, I mean, where are you going to live in the United States for 1,000? Can't even get a one room apartment in downtown LA for $1,000 a month. So I don't know. I'm just an advocate of Thailand. Come to Thailand. I'll get a bunch of people on my butt about that. But like I said, check into everything, because there are consequences if you test. But what I've heard, and check into it again, like I said earlier, is they're gonna, if you're asymptomatic, they're gonna let you home quarantine or quarantine in a place. So I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, you can't get anything in Australia, but it's not in the middle of nowhere for under $1,500 a month.
Yeah.
That's just
And
rent.
that's the way it is in the San Fernando Valley, or where I was in Southern California. It's the same thing, $1,500.
Yeah.
To 2,000 pretty much. I imagine if you were in like Wyoming or Ohio, in the middle
No,
of
Wyoming
nowhere.
is expensive.
Is it Wyoming expensive?
Yeah, very
Okay.
expensive.
There's got to be places in the U.S. that you can get cheaply. What they are, I don't know. But I'm in Thailand. I want to see what's behind me. That's a couple hours away. I'd like it to be right in my front yard, but that just is not going to happen. I have to come to the realization of that. I would like it to. I'd love the water, but I wouldn't have this one. So I'd rather have my wife. Let's see. Am I missing anything? Randy. asked me to do
Xander, man.
something. Hey, Tommy J. How you doing? What did I miss here? Could you loan a few bucks to my house? Sure he would. Sure he would. Of course, the little monkey on the screen might not. I'm trying to hit the lottery. I don't need hundreds of millions, maybe just 5 to 10. Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's see what Mark says. Well, I live on $1,100 a month here in the U.S. in Phoenix. over the past 3 years, so I'm sure I can live any place.
Oh,
Is that
absolutely.
do you own the place you live in, Mark? I'd be interested to know that because I just
That's a
can't
big
see.
difference.
Yeah, you know, if you own the place, then I can understand. Like if I would have stayed in the U.S., stayed in my house on the money that I have now, I could have lived. Would it have been close to the life that I could live here if I was a single guy? No, it won't even be.
Well, even if you
Not even
owned it,
close.
property taxes and insurance would eat up that $1,100 a month.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true too. Huh? I was told the other day, I see the road-colored glasses. Of course I do. I live in Thailand. Yeah, I bought them from a vendor for 150. Yeah, James, you're like me. I mean, you know, come to Thailand. I don't see, like I said, if I'm a family man, it's me, my wife, and my 4 kids, and we're going to come to Phuket in a sandbox, or we're going to come on a test and go, and there is a chance, though it be small, you know, that something could happen. You know, 4 of you could come up with it, 1 of you, it could be false positive. But I think that they're starting to address that with go to the hotel, relax, we'll test you in a couple more days, not ship you off to a field hospital anymore. And that's my understanding. Always check with the government on what they're doing. But I think that they're getting more lax, more lax, and more lax. And they're moving towards that deal that, guess what? This is the new flu. You want to come in and get a flu shot, come in and get a flu shot. If you don't,
Right.
don't, and go. You know, so I'm hoping anyway. But like I said, travel, I just can't see them, doing it. Let's see, what is Stuck's in? I usually spend 2 to 3 a month there, but one of the best times I had in Northern Canterbury, I spent about 1,000. Yeah, you know, I bring in pretty much everybody. I'm pretty open with everything that I do. I bring in usually around 3,500 American dollars, which, depending on what the baht is somewhere between 105 and 110 or 12 or something like that. And I live, you know, I mean, I paid a bunch of money on this house for the past year, everything. It only takes maybe 50,000, half of that, to live. The rest of it I've been putting back into the house or, you know, whatever I'm doing. So, you know, and here I was paying 8,000 baht. The mortgage payment's 14,000. But I got a good price on that house at 8,000. I would say any other place in Sweden probably would have been 10, maybe 12. So I'm not spending any different. And as far as I'm concerned, it's my wife's house. In fact, I even asked can I get taken off, because I don't want any crap with that either down the line. Because he said if she dies, that's what her mother will bring up. Is Dave going to kick us out on the street? No, it's not going to happen. So I do want to rectify that, because I told my wife, I said, in the United States, if me and my wife owned a house, I could sign that over to her that this is her house, or if we were buying something, I could say I don't want any part of this, and sign it. And she said they do have something, but she doesn't want to do that. I said, yeah, but I do. So I don't want any problems. Who do you want it to go to? My kids. Let's just set it up now. It goes to your kids. And if I end up on the street, then I end up on the street. Not a big deal. I've got plenty of income. But I just couldn't do it to my kids here. As soon as I married my wife, or as soon as pretty much as I met her, these are my blood kids now as far as I'm concerned. They get everything from me, everything that I want to do for them. And, so I couldn't see if my wife passed away. First, I don't even know if I could handle that, having 2 pass away on me. I might lose my freaking mind. But I couldn't do it to the kids. Their dad's gone, and now their mom's gone, and I'm going to say, because they love me, I'm going to say, yeah, have a good life, bye kids. No, I couldn't do that to my Thai family either. She said, what happens if you find another woman? I said, I don't know if I really even want to go down that road. I might, again, find a companion that I like that's just a friend, to have a female to talk to, but I don't think I'm going to go down that road again. I think I'm done. But it's, I want them to feel, I don't want her mom to feel like if Noi, dies, that they're going to be out or back at their other place, Because my wife owns their house too. I don't know if you guys
Did we
know
circle
exactly
back
how
to
that works.
dying again?
Yeah, I think we're in dying. Yeah. What does Randy say? 1,000 1,000 a month might get a semi-decent room to rent. Yeah, in somebody else's house. You're right, Randy. I don't understand how they can do it. Let's see. Sorry.
Shouldn't
Yes,
we
I
be
do
up to
own my
prosthetics by
place.
now?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it might be close. Or my knees operations.
Hmm.
Yeah, I do own my own place. I do not have any credit at all. If I look, I'm sure
See you, Ron
it would
John.
be at zero for everything I buy. I pay cash, and I do not pay for them. I didn't need it. Yeah, I mean, I guess where I'm at, my, I had income on my house. I don't know how yours were. I actually made money on my house that I sold to my nephew from the rental house that was on the property. So I actually had enough money to pay for, taxes and everything, on the property. So it was like free and clear. I didn't owe anything. I didn't pay anything. Minimal, nothing. And so, yeah, could I live on 1,000 there? Sure. Mainly because I'm not a drinker. Now, if I was 35 years old and a drinker, I'd drink $1,000 in that week. If I went down to the bar every night. When me and my cousin used to go out, when we owned the bar there, we would go to this Japanese restaurant. Between me and him, we would spend $150, $300 just on beers, buying people beer in the Japanese restaurant, and eating sushi. It's 250, whatever. So so you could blow it. And the same thing when I tell people that come here, smoking you can get away with. It's like, I don't know if it's changed. It was 60 or 80 baht a pack. I don't even remember now. It's been 2 years. But if you're a drinker, man, I just can't see. How much is I don't even know, Mitch. You probably know more than I do. How much is a regular size Leo in a bar?
Well,
100
Dave,
baht? 100 baht?
I
Depends on
honestly
how
don't
many
know.
at night.
I cannot walk into a place without people buying me alcohol
Yeah, so he
because
doesn't
I'm
know.
so famous.
So if anybody else knows, if you put it in the chat, I'd like to know how much they are.
I don't know.
Thanks.
I just hit that red button on the table at the A7 and the drinks come and then I get a piece of paper and I pay for
You
it.
get a piece
I
of paper and you just give a card. You don't worry about the card. You just give them the card.
I
think
walked
it's
past
like
I walked past a bottle the other day, Dave, and because I don't drink anymore, not for a long time, like yourself. And a litre of Johnny Walker is 65 Australian bucks now. It's just
Wow.
insane.
That's crazy. See,
That's red.
yeah, we used to go and we used to buy Cuervo in the half gallon from Costco, and my Scotch. I'd buy Chevets probably most of the time, some Johnny Walker, and it was reasonable back then compared to the prices that they are now, because I know they're through the roof. Even to go out and drink. My one buddy that passed away right after my wife, the one that I kind of MF'd about on Facebook, you better be dead, because I talk to him all the time. And when my wife passed, I walked out of the hospital and I called him and I said, she's gone. And I hung up, and I didn't talk to pretty much anybody for 2 months. Then I talked to, and I've been talking to him for 30 years. We were 40 years, 50 years. But we watched NASCAR every weekend. We would get together in this. So but he was a full-blown alcoholic. And when I found out later, I said, you better be dead, because he never answered me. 2 years later, I found out he died 2 months after my wife. And no one had told me, no one knew. They didn't know how to get a hold of anybody or anything. But when I would go, sometimes I would go out and have a drink with him. Well, I remember when I used to go and you could get a margarita or whatever it was for maybe $4 in a bar in Southern California. Something like that, $3.50 maybe on happy hour. I went in there and they were like $9, $10 for a
Ouch.
drink. And I'm going, are you shitting me? What and it's because of the cost of liquor up and up and up and up. So I'm glad I'm not. But like I said, I'm also glad that I can still drink, because I would die if I had good Mexican food and I couldn't have at least one or two margaritas. It just wouldn't
Well,
make
beer would
it.
be fine. Just a Corona.
Yeah, with Chuck, I had one beer when we went down to across from that favorite place that he and Paige go to all the time, in that covered area, and a big one. And then that night I had 3 of those. I think they were probably about this big, 3 of those, and then I changed to Coke. But that's probably the most beer I've had in a year, maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I saw you toasted with an empty cup.
Yeah. They laughed at me for that too. His father's going, "You want whiskey? You want whiskey?" No whiskey, no whiskey. Because I didn't know, like beforehand. I said I want to. We brought him two big bags of sarin rice. My wife said sarin makes some of the best rice in Thailand or whatever. I said okay, I would like to bring them something anyway. So we brought him that, and then when we went for dinner, when we were walking, I asked Chuck. I said, "What kind of whiskey?" Just that, Songtown, however they say it, the white box. I guess it's what is it? A rum of some kind or whatever it is. And he said, "Oh, you don't have to get anything." And I said, "I don't know, man. The way that I was brought up, when you were invited to someone's house for dinner, you always brought a bottle of wine, 2 bottles of wine, 5 bottles of wine. You always brought something, And he goes, "Yeah, me too, but you don't have to. They have a bunch." And I said, "No, I'd like to bring it." So we did. So, but they all drink and they have a good time, man. I'm telling you, they have a lot of fun. I mean, you don't see a person crying, sad face. They're all laughing, and I don't know. It was a great time. I would.
As long as you don't bring a bottle from the side of the road when you run out of fuel, one of those.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. Here you go. Don't drink this, but if your scooter runs out, you can pour it in there.
Mm.
What did I say?
You talking
Have
about
fun.
truck
Oh,
driver
James is
model?
leaving. All right, James. Thanks for stopping by. The head it grinds.
Bye, James.
See you, James.
What did I? Yeah, that's it, right? Hong Tong? Is that it? How am I saying that right? Sometime. It wasn't the one. The one that we got was in the darker brown box. This one that my wife said is what Chuck said was in a white box. So I don't know. My wife.
Dave, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Tell us about the little beans you guys bought out the store for what?
She,
Tell us.
if you guys watched my first video about where we went for her, which I'm not going to remember the name again, my mind's gone. We went there for the day, and the next day she had the deal. Well, supposedly, in that area, there's supposed to be this bean that you see on the last video when I went to Tat Phnom, is a lotus bean. It's a lotus seed or whatever it is. Now we looked. They come from Vietnam, is what I'm understanding. We looked all over, went to the market afterwards, and spent an hour and a half walking around there looking for them. They didn't have them. So when we got there to Tat Phnom, we asked Paige, and she said, "I don't know. I don't think they're around here." We looked around the market there, and then pretty much gave it up. And she said I wanted to go to Mukdahan. She'd only been driven through there one time, and she went there, and I didn't want to walk around. I walked around that day with Chuck, and my knees were, with Chuck and Paige, my knees were killing me. So she went out and came back with those, each one of those little deals about this big and this deep, 125 baht each. I tasted them, and Chuck told me they taste like nothing. My wife said they're the best thing. They're better than cashews. The cashew's my nut of choice. And I took it. I said, "Don't waste them on me. They taste like nothing." And she bought me almonds and stuff. But yeah, so she was excited. She got them. She's happy as hell. She gave one to her mom. She's given one to her boss at work, and the rest of the 8 are hers. So she's hoarding them. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. She was pretty funny. In fact, when I was
Thanks,
filming
Joe.
that, and she walked back, that was from looking for him again. She had already got the 8, and she couldn't find them, so we ended up leaving. My grandfather had a 63 Pontiac Catalina. Okay, I know exactly what that is. I had a real big trunk. Yeah, we would use that for like going to the drive-in theaters to buy liquor, like 1 or 2 times a year, fill up the whole trunk. We occasionally kept it down in the basement. Well, I was, like I told you, when I was growing up, we had it made because I was 15, 16, and my cousin's neighbor worked for Schlitz Brewery. And part of his management position was he would get,
Looks like a
at
beaver
the
to
end
me.
of each month, he would get cases of beer. and his whole garage was full of beer. And he was open-minded enough to give the 16-year-old kids some
Nice.
Schlitz malt liquor and let them go out and have fun at 16, which he probably would have got thrown in jail 20 times for doing that.
Yeah, well, it's a lot different. Back when we were growing up, Dave, it's
Yeah.
a lot different than it is now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. My son told me, Dad, if I get caught at 16 or something, driving on his license or permit or whatever the hell it was he got, I can't get a driver's license till I'm 18. I said, and he goes, it doesn't matter what it is. I could have gargled mouthwash and any minute deal that shows they don't give me my license till I'm 18. I went, wow. So everything changed from my life. The kids were picking on my son in school. He said, Dad, I don't know what to do. And I said, well, knock the shit out of them, and they won't do that anymore. Well, I can't do that, though.
Joe.
You know, and they were hitting him. You know, so I just didn't
I
understand.
gotta mute my mic, man.
I didn't understand. So.
Oh, these guys cute. It's great.
Mine's
But
Asian.
anyway,
He doesn't.
he said that it doesn't matter whether you start the fight or you defend yourself. You get not just sent home for whatever code I used to get all the time, where they just keep you out for a few days. They expel you.
What the
and
fuck
you don't
is
get-
that? Sanderman. Sanderman wanted to know what that picture was.
of what? Is
That's the
that a
lotus.
lotus bean?
Lotus. Yeah, see,
Lotus,
lotus
yeah.
pods and a lotus flower pod thing.
They are. Hey, Noe,
But when you eat
do
them,
you have one of the little packs of the lotus bean? They're asking about the
absolutely
lotus-
stuck in Florida. It sure was a necessity.
No, I don't. There it is.
Copperhead Road. There you go.
100,
Those are lotus
125 baht.
I'll be honest
Oh.
with you.
And
I've
they don't
never
taste
had
like
'em.
anything.
Great
They
song.
don't.
I've
They
never
taste
eaten
like
them.
nothing. Taste like nothing.
taste
They
like
pretty
nothing.
much taste. She said they're a little sweet. They might just be, but a little bit sweet to a Thai person is. You could get something that's real sweet that they think, and it just barely has anything in it to me, which I like. They're cookies or whatever it is.
Well, because they're used to
No, I don't
so
want-
spicy stuff, so the contrast
Oh,
of sweet is
She wants
like.
me to shoot. Can you here?
So, do you just eat them like you're eating nuts, or do you put
just
them
like
in
this.
food, or what? Just like that. Okay. Are they crunchy or dried, or like a macadamia texture, or?
They're like crunchy
This is
and almost like
review.
they turn into a powder. It's weird, but they have very little taste.
Any other,
They're not bad.
health effects, vitamin A,
No,
D,
that's what she said. That's why she wants me
Viagra, Viagra.
to. That's why she wants me to take them. They're
Oh
good
God,
for-
tell you what.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm having a food craving now.
They have.
Oh my God. I have
What
to
for?
eat
Mixed nuts.
Oh man,
good
Costco,
for your heart.
man, Kirkland brand. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
Yeah, they're on my desk
Your
all
heart.
the
Dude.
She
Oh,
wants me to show you.
I
The
love looking
almonds.
at that.
These almonds
the
are
meat,
really
too,
good,
the
too.
sirloins and
But-
stuff, and oh my God.
Settle, Mitch. Settle.
Yeah, easy now, easy now.
But Mitch, to answer your question, yes, that's the reason she wants me
Who's
to
eating
eat them.
nuts?
They're good for your heart. They're good for your blood pressure, for your this, that.
Yeah.
They're good for you. Yeah.
Isn't it the same with almonds or something? One of them's supposed to be
Almonds
pretty
are
good for you.
too. My buddy told me to eat a handful of them every day.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
went and got 2 stents put in my heart
cashew,
2 years
everything.
ago.
They all have good oils and
Yeah, yeah.
omega
She wants me
whatever.
to show the mango. Now, when we stop, this is like a dehydrated, and it is really good.
Yeah, the
Okay.
mango is good.
It's really, really good. And well, the funny thing about it was, the lady had coconut. She had all these ones in front of her, and
Oh,
she's
that's an
handing them to us
ASMR. Just do the
to eat.
crinkly of the
to eat
of the
to eat,
bag,
to eat.
Dave. Just do.
And what it is the funny
Yeah.
thing about it was, she told my wife
Hang
that
on.
Farang liked the mango, and she was absolutely right. My wife said, "Which one do you
a
like?"
bag-
And I said,
all that in a bag
I
of chips.
said, the mango, and the mango is really good, and it's like a
Really, Xanderman. Almonds are the most
happier.
healthy.
Yeah,
Yeah. There you
That's what
go.
Hey, it
I'm
was
in
on-
luck.
It was on YouTube. It's got to be real.
Must be right. Yeah.
they never lie on YouTube, right? Everything's always the truth.
No, it's
Absolutely.
really good.
Who's he?
You know.
That's asking. I like the almonds. These almonds, I don't know. They have a little bit different taste, and I don't know if it's from a different area. I don't even know if they're imported. 250 baht for
Taste
that.
test.
$250.
So you're supposed to eat them, right? Not have them.
Which one? The lotus nuts or no? Oh,
I'll let it out. Sorry.
Inappropriate. What are we at? Oh, we're almost at 2 hours. Well,
Yeah, exactly. Joe says, "How do you milk an almond?" I just don't get it.
I don't either, but I drink almond
milk.
milk's
The almond
good.
milk's like, man, that's gotta be-
Almond milk's good.
You
I
get
like almond milk.
prescription glasses and find the nipples.
That's it. They're real small. Not everybody can do it.
Almonds are a
Right.
great source of cyanide. Really?
Oh, shit.
I think if you eat
gotta
enough
take a look.
seeds from an apple, you'll auger in too. I guess you got to eat a hell of a lot of them. I guess they're toxic.
I think it's peach kernels that are full of cyanide or something of the sort.
Oh.
One of those anyway,
be.
not
I
almonds.
don't have to watch Breaking Bad again. There's some flour or something in there. Do they grow those here, by the way?
When I first
Oh,
heard about
my.
Breaking Bad, I watched the first one and I was addicted. I had to watch. I binge watched
Dude,
Binged
the
it.
whole thing.
Yeah.
What a
Walter
great
White.
series.
Say my
Oh
name,
yeah.
Heisenberg.
Can you guys
Dude.
hear me eating the almonds?
Yeah, just do the crinkly of the bag, Dave. Just go. Nothing else. Dude, you'll get 1 million views. I'm telling you what. You'll get
You need
ASMR.
you need to get on Twitch, Dave.
Jesus,
So-
man, you'll be a celebrity. That was really good. Didn't that sound good? I heard that in my deaf ear. That was so good. Wow,
My
walnuts.
$15.
exactly.
My $15. It's my
Yeah.
$15 microphone.
Oh, you got the expensive one out today.
You
That's
see
why
what
it sounds great.
Suddenly everyone's showing off their nuts.
Okay.
Mitch hasn't.
I don't have. Oh, I do have some peanuts. Yeah, I do. But
No, I'm out. I'm out of almonds.
I like planters,
Walnuts.
peanuts. Salty
Chris, what
roasted
mic are you
peanuts.
using?
The ones here are just
Sorry?
crunchier.
What mic are you using? That's very, very strong.
That's good.
Oh, it's just a Rode podcaster thingy that I
Oh, let me
grabbed.
switch
grabbed it.
mine here. Hang on.
Yeah, come on. Put on your radio voice, Mitch.
Hey, everybody, how's it going?
It's not turned on, mate.
There oh, I gotta get the satellite going. Mary had a little lamb. That's my back scratcher. I bought it to actually do selfies and stuff, but I'm just not into it yet.
So you're getting ready to really go out and start doing some videos for editing.
Yeah, I just feel honestly, I feel totally awkward. I just, oh my God, it's like.
It's
So
like
when I
not
order
as
food,
easy
it
as
comes
for
and I
me
say,
anyway.
"Here, you guys want to take pictures? Go ahead." Can I eat now? Okay. I just haven't done it yet.
I
I
feel
haven't either.
awkward.
It's hard to. I find it hard for me to just walk along like Chuck does. He'll just whip it right out and start talking, blah 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 blah, and blah, 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 and I'm
Oh, the
going,
camera. All right.
Yeah.
The guys are cool. Yeah, yeah. Hold on, let me mute that. Shh,
You know,
Dave,
you
that's
just
just
said,
for the
Dave.
group.
Chuck said it's not really a nut.
I keep that in group chat, Dave. Jerry's phone teaches next. Oh, okay.
What did
Huh.
Trip say? What happened?
Oh my God, you can't talking to Jesus. Joe.
Whoops.
Or Sandra, man. God damn. I'm sorry.
I can't believe we still have 27 people here. 27 people are still.
Oh no. Not another breathalyzer officer.
Oh, crap.
Oh my word.
Oh, I'm
We're
sorry.
just heading
Heading
south
towards the
of
bottom rapidly.
Oh my word.
We haven't hit yet. So, one question for Chris.
Hmm.
So, what is the plan now? You want to go to the Philippines for their wedding or second wedding or whatever it is.
That's the plan. Yep. I'm waiting on a phone call today whether I got to get shoulder surgery or not. If that happens, I won't make it to the wedding. But the rest of the rest of the plan is still I got to, when this sorts itself out, because I can't lift this arm up.
Rotator
Yeah.
cup or
Yeah, I think so, but they've got to stitch something back up and jam it full of some steroid or something of the sort. So, but yeah, once that's happening, and now that we can actually get out of this place, I got some business to take care of in Taiwan. Ducked down to Singapore, only for a couple of days, and bum around the Philippines just for a little bit to see some friends, and not ex, but family from the when before the wife passed, and then across to Thailand. And now that could all turn to poop, and I might, if I can just with flights and all the rest of the stuff, because it's all done on points. If I get the chance, I may just blast into the Philippines for Mike's and Gracie's wedding, and then blast back out again. And then
When's the wedding?
yeah, 14th.
14th.
This coming 14th.
Yeah.
And he said it's gonna be a while. I hope he films a little bit of it, because he said they're gonna have whole cow and whole pig. And
Oh yeah,
this
it's
and that.
it's a shindig. Yeah, we were talking
Yeah.
last night and this morning and stuff like that. He's out chasing cars at the moment.
Yeah, my American
I'd like to
wedding
see that.
had a full cow also.
Mine had damn near, because the one that I did with
Are
this
you
one,
talking about what you ate or what you?
I cooked myself. I had
I do.
I had probably about
No,
40,
that's messed up. Sorry, kids.
40 or 50
you know I'm
tri-tips
joking. I love your mother
that I
still.
cooked for my wedding. 250 people. I cooked about 50. I think it was about 50 tri-tips, and for my wedding, of course, pre-cooked them all night long, and then heated them up and sliced them, and it was an awesome wedding. It was fun.
Oh mate,
I
there's
wish I would've got
nothing
more pictures of it.
like
What's that?
nothing like lechon in the Philippines, mate. Slow roasted pig.
Never had
know.
it.
Love to
Heard
see
it.
it.
Oh,
Too. Oh,
it's
boy.
running around in the morning, and by afternoon it's on your plate.
I definitely hope
That
he's gonna,
long, huh?
I hope he's gonna I hope he's gonna at least do a
Oh,
little
good
video
stuff.
of it, a 10-minute clip or something of what's going on. I hope.
You know
he
that
does.
scene in Apocalypse Now, towards the end, when they kill that the buffalo. I actually get hungry during that scene. I'm like, oh man, yeah, sucker. Don't just let it sit there in the mud.
Yeah, well, shot in the Philippines, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Ah, dear.
Where was Full Metal Jacket filmed?
It's a good question.
I don't know.
You're gonna have to
When you
Google that.
Google it, you're going to be surprised.
Nothing would surprise me. I work in this industry,
Kubrick
mate.
apparently didn't like The Fly, and
Yep.
it was filmed in London.
Yeah.
They
Some
brought all those trees
big-
and everything in, and
Big studios in London too. Hey,
there's
Brock's
Brock.
here.
Hello, sir.
Look, he's at Mark's house. How did you get to Mark's house?
Magic, absolute magic.
It's called a transporter.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. I've got
Yeah.
the
I've been waiting for you, Brock. When are you going to be able to fly out? There's rumors flying that Australia's wide open. Are those rumors I think got shot down?
Have they water bombed your house yet, Brock?
No. International travel starts on the 21st of February, but Western Australia is still locked down.
You ever think about moving to another part of Australia, or maybe to Thailand?
Yeah, moving to Thailand, but I've got to get out of Western Australia.
Yeah, first,
I don't know. It's about the same distance from Perth to where I am as it is from where I am to Thailand.
Yeah, therein lies
People-
the problem.
Yeah.
a lot of people don't realize how big Australia is.
Yeah. It's a.
I still want to get there.
Long
That's on my
way.
bucket list. I want to go. I really am all my family's in Sydney, or most of them, but I want to see that Gold Coast.
Really?
I'm really intrigued with what I've seen of the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
know that,
Well, I would have said that 10 years ago, Dave, but Gold Coast these days is. Wow. I mean, it's just a tourist town, and there's a lot of drugs and bits and pieces down there these days. It's There's
Yeah.
way, way, way. We got thousands of kilometers of beaches if that's what you're looking for, and lots
Yeah,
of
but
other
you-
stuff.
Do you guys watch Youngbloods? The
Okay.
YouTuber?
Oh, YBS Youngbloods. The
Yeah,
YouTube?
YBS Youngbloods. I was wondering where he is. I never really asked. I never asked him anything. He's got like, I don't know, 2 million subscribers or something.
Yeah,
But,
he's got a couple 100,000. Yeah.
Yeah, he's,
Last I saw, he was up in the Kimberleys, which is the northwest Western Australia, up on the
Western
coast
Australia.
there.
It was just absolutely beautiful, and he ended up buying everything from YouTube money. He was an electrician. He retired. He's got to be, I'm guessing, 35, early 30s, something like that. He bought
Yeah.
an awesome brand new boat. He bought a house. He bought motorcycles, new trucks, everything, all with YouTube. Now his brother helps him with the stuff, but his brother works all the time. He just in one of the recent episodes said, "Guess what, brother? You can quit your job now. You now work here full time, and we do everything." Because I heard a lot of things. I mean, if you're getting 1 million views on your things, you can make a lot of money. I didn't realize that.
You can do
But
okay.
I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
I guess you can make a lot of money. Well, he made a lot of money. Really a great show. If anybody likes that kind of stuff, he goes diving. He goes on, whatchamacallit, catch and cook deals. He goes with his family sometimes in the boat. He does. He sells spear guns, his suits and his masks and everything. But he goes spear hunting. If you're into that kind of fishing type thing, it's an awesome channel.
Yeah, if you're coming over, Dave, you got family in Sydney. Yeah, of course, see them, but it's just another big town.
Yeah.
Head up to Queensland if you want subtropical and the island resorts, blah blah blah. And all honesty, if you want just a nice, cozy town with plenty to do, well, I don't know about at the moment. Head over to Broxway. Perth is. I love Perth. So it's too far away, but it's a nice town.
Yeah,
If I
4,000
ever-
kilometres to Sydney direct.
If I ever decide to go, I would definitely talk to you and Brock and everybody else and say, okay, where should I go? Because I've only seen the Gold Coast, and it wouldn't be something that I would want to. I didn't even know they had islands. Okay, that's how bad I am. And then when I think in my mind, the blue water that I see this person on Youngbloods in is 10 times clearer than the water I see here in Thailand.
Yeah.
Just unbelievably beautiful waters, and the size of the bugs, I call them bugs, the lobsters that he catches are just unbelievable. It's just a neat thing if you're into that.
Yeah.
And those
I
are
really
the
enjoy it.
small ones.
Yeah, they're the babies.
Yeah,
He doesn't take the big ones because they'll take him.
yeah, and he's really good about that kind of stuff. He knows what fish are more that reproduce quicker and grow quicker, and he only takes what he needs, and he doesn't take females that are loaded with eggs and that kind of stuff. I like the guy.
Doing it the right way.
He's-
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good. I've been watching him 2 years, I think, maybe longer. Maybe before I came to Thailand, 3-4 years maybe. But I liked it. And Bruce is back. What the hell?
Bruce, yeah. What the hell is that?
YouTube money. yeah, I don't know. I made I don't have an asset account yet, but off the videos and things, I think I'm making big money. I mean, like $18 a month, $12 a month, something like that.
Really?
So it's really
crap.
going. It's really going. You know what it is?
guys-
It's you guys giving the super chats and the PayPals that really make the thing. And what I'm hoping for, I'm waiting for my envelope. My understanding is, because I started my AdSense account, I have to finish it. Then as soon as I finish it, then I can change it to my wife's AdSense account, which we've already. It's weird. Mine's taken forever. Hers we got the mailed deal to us that gave us the code to put in. Hers is already set up and ready to go, but I can't attach it to my deal until I get mine. I don't know. But anyway, it's like you'd be surprised. I don't know if they still take the money out of that or not, but since it started 2.5-3 months ago, it's like $450. And from what I understand, the money that they show me in the analytics is the money that they've already taken it. But I guess they take like 30% or something. So that's why I was saying I got plenty of money. to spend on these kids because I've got a couple of big.
That's a lot of ice
things
cream.
on. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's now ice cream, food, some kind of clothing, blankets, something for them, and plus we're going to go to other places. But we
Yeah.
have the deal, and I'll kind of give everybody a heads up saying, okay, it's come down to a low thing again. If you guys want to contribute. If not, don't worry about it. But right now, I don't need anything. Although my wife would say keep contributing, and there goes Joe for.
You guys got to become moderators, man, dude. It's just crazy money, goofy money.
Crazy money.
Yeah,
They
because
kick you back money, right? The creators kick
I
you
get
money.
I get 3% of everything that all the channels I moderate for get.
Yeah, there you go.
They also give doesn't come out of your cut. It just they give it to me. So
He gets like
because I'm a mod god,
100,000 a year. Mitch makes.
I can't spend the
Makes
money
sense.
fast enough.
Hey Joe, thank
I'll give you a
There's
hand.
only so
Hey,
much
Jake,
alcohol
please
and
don't spend this on.
pleasure
Thanks, Jake.
that one can partake. You know.
You guys are great. Lewis is awesome. Joe's awesome. Everybody that participates
Doc.
with this stuff. Like I said, my
He
wife's
just got another
ecstatic.
subscriber
She-
too, by the way. Aquatic.
Who did? I did.
Aquatic
Or
Apes.
you
Yeah. Man, just that homepage. That's awesome.
Welcome.
God, my ear.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'm making big money, but I'm having a bunch of fun. So that's what.
Now, if
it's all
Brock,
about.
when he walked away there, and Mark could have stepped in, now that would have been a trick.
Yeah,
That would have been cool, wouldn't it?
That would have been flipping cool. Oh, you got to do one of those pictures like you did of yourself.
Yeah,
You
that's
walked
right.
away, we didn't even know you weren't there.
Maybe I
That's
should
coming.
try that. Except I don't shut up long enough. You'd know after 30
Gosh,
seconds.
I have to learn how
whether
to
I was-
edit. I have to teach myself how to edit, like tomorrow.
Okay,
Yesterday. Last
my
month.
lunch is here. Let's see.
Well, if you got all night, Mitch, I can give you a pointer or two.
Yeah. Wait, let's arrange that. I would appreciate it because
I don't charge
I just get a block, mental block. I'll give you part of Dave's cut there.
No problems.
I'm rich.
There we go. There's my twin.
There, look at that. Yeah.
That's spooky. That is just
no
spooky.
idea it wasn't there. We're sitting here talking and
Uh,
didn't realize he wasn't there. That's so good.
I appreciate it.
Fucking awesome.
Randy's saying, I appreciate the popular and polished YouTubers, but I'm more fond of the smaller, friendly. You know what it is with me anyway? Like I said, I don't see how they do it when they get like 2, 3, 4, 500 people in the chat. I can't keep up with 30, 40. I just don't understand it, Randy. I like it. I'm hoping that I can stay at a certain size that I can still answer all the comments and, because I know when I used to ask something, even just a thanks for watching or whatever, it made me feel good, hey, at least, the guy knows who I am or whatever, or answered my question.
But
I'm gonna try to
Randy,
do that, but
are you implying that we're not popular and polished? My goodness.
I think he is.
There's popular and polished, and there's us.
That's it.
He did say popular and polished, didn't he? Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That would be the Chuck and the Paige and the James.
Mm.
But it is. I don't understand how they do it. I'm hoping that I can still interact with everybody. That's my goal. That's why I'm doing this is to make friends and around the world.
6,000 watching. Oh my God. Jesus. Al.
I couldn't even
That's why.
imagine.
There we go.
Now I know that there's ways to slow it down because I've seen James do it before, or somebody that was on there said you can only comment every 30 seconds or something. There's a way to do it, but I don't know, of course.
You can drop it to half speed and you can be subscribed only and a whole bunch of little things. Yeah.
I gotta,
No, not me.
I don't have to
not
worry
me. My
about
hands
that
are right
now.
here. I think someone's prepping
Can
their
you do a
cooking.
mugshot again? T wants to see your mugshot again. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that. Right now, I definitely don't have to worry about that. But I do sometimes I get, I don't watch the chat. I mean, I see it going by, but my brain can't work 3 different things. My brain don't work that way. So when I'm talking and rambling, I'm trying to think and, remember what I'm talking about, which is kind of hard too.
Slow mode, yeah.
With 2,500 line. I don't know. We'll see. Like I
No,
said,
that-
my goal is just to get everybody to do meetups 3-4 times a year. I think it'd be a kick in the pants.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
I
I
don't
wish
know.
I could do that.
Yeah, the meetups.
Yeah, I want to get over there to do that.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Hey, Robert.
Slow mode is what Vanderman says. Slow mode. Hey, Robert N, how you doing?
Robert.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be a kick. I'm sure I'll figure it out how to slow him down, and everybody that's watching me will know. Yeah, Dave's a little slow. You gotta pace your questions. You gotta put question
He's
in big letters, question, so that you can catch him. Otherwise, he won't see shit. It'll just roll by.
That's funny.
We do have a bunch of fun. I will say that.
That's why we're here, Dave, so we can kind of keep up with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I know.
I don't know. It
Kinda
is.
slow.
It's a bunch of fun. When it's not fun, I'm not going to do it. But until then,
people
I'm going to
sitting
have
around
as much
yapping.
fun as possible.
About whatever.
Lotus seeds now can be cooked in a stew. A
Oh,
pork
wow,
stew,
wow, wow.
crazy.
Okay. Good. Crazy.
Now
Good.
these, I don't know if these
Pork
are raw
stew.
or not. Or these got to be. They're crunchy. These have got to be cooked or something. Can I still put the cooked ones in something?
Sure,
Really,
they'll get
Joe?
soft.
That was good. Good for you.
Good night, Black Sheep. Second.
All right,
Take it
boys,
easy.
time to go. Take it easy. Have a good one. I'm going to go shortly here too. Who's number one down? Really a fun
Okay.
channel. Yeah, I do too, Jake. It is fun. I don't take anything too seriously, nothing
Yeah.
too dramatic. We will talk
Appreciate
about
that,
death
Jake.
though occasionally. We will talk about operations and the occasional colonoscopy.
Yeah.
But that's part of the channel too. So.
Yeah.
We really
Not to
didn't get
mention
very
the
deep into
occasional
any
rejection.
surgeries or anything
Oh.
today.
Yeah, I didn't get into too much in surgeries. No.
Yeah, missed the surgery. Got the Viagra. What else do we get?
I think we got most everything else.
Yeah, nuts. Lots of nuts.
Yeah, we were dying.
Got 5 of them on the panel right now.
Yeah.
Well, speaking for myself, 1.
Bruce says he's typing slowly to help me out. So thanks, Bruce.
That's so nice.
And
It's generosity.
Just type in words of one syllable, please.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what syllable means, Dave?
Yeah, Randy. Don't show off.
Randy said he was going to appear on camera with his big jug of nuts, but decided he wouldn't want to show off. So. All right, guys. I think it's been 2 hours and 10 minutes.
2:10. Yeah. Wow.
I think I'm going.
Time flies
to,
when you're having fun.
Let's see what. Well, Dip Media has one more question. Your wife seems disappointed that she couldn't find any. Yeah, she would have spent every dollar that I had, plus what she had, if she'd have found them. She'd have bought them all. Not a doubt in my mind. Not a doubt in my mind. Anyway, if anybody wants to say see ya, now would be probably a good time. It's on the panel. Thanks
I'm
everybody
gonna
for
pop-
coming in. What's that?
I'm going to put up a link you can look at after. I showed this video to someone and I said, it's like this when I get to Thailand.
Okay, I will check it out. All right, everybody in the chat, thank you guys for coming by. Everybody on the panel that came in, I will. You can say goodbye
Thanks,
now
Dave.
because I'm going to
Hey,
roll into
everybody.
the outro again. Richard and Richard Mom, if you're watching, thank you for the intro and outro. Hope you come back soon, brother. And I will end that and say, I will catch you on the next one.
See you later.